Hey, you're listening to Wrestling Roundup, FreeFM 89.0, episode 84. This is Grady Hooker, and live on Skype we got Josh.
Yo.
And Brandon.
Hey.
So, we're going to talk about WWE Hell in a Cell 2014. I didn't actually get to see it, but to start off the pre-show, or during it, we got Ms. Dow TV.
I think it's better than Miz TV, to be honest with you.
I didn't watch.
I think the way it's going, though, is Ms. Dow is definitely getting more popular, so I think it's a safe assumption that it's going to be better than Ms. TV. I'm pretty sure we've heard Josh complaining about Ms. TV a lot lately as well.
Well, my place with Miz TV was back when he was trying to be a face.
Ah. Well, now you've got to... Well, so Brandon, was it a good segment?
In the middle, we did see Sheamus give The Miz a little preview of the bro kick.
When he knocked over the cameraman?
Yep, poor cameraman.
He had a stunt double, it's okay. Okay, so something I did see on the pre-show, Mark Henry versus Bo Dallas.
Yeah, Mark Henry finally beating Bo Dallas and overcoming the odds.
In what, 36 seconds?
Watch.
Goodbye, Bo.
Especially considering what happens the next night on Raw.
So Bo's just not having a good year, month, re-debut. So Bo Dallas used to be undefeated, and now he's losing in 36 seconds. What happened to Bo?
I don't know, ever since he lost to R-Truth, he's been going on a downhill, but he did have a few victories over the world's strongest man.
So we're going to blame R-Truth for all of this?
I give R-Truth some credit for the ending of Hell in a Cell.
See, you really confused me when you said that.
Yeah, we came out from Bray Wyatt, and then we went to black, and then all of a sudden R-Truth comes out dancing, so it was pretty funny.
Something I also noticed is that in the middle of the show, they were promoting Survivor Series, I think it was. And in the background, there's about 12 superstars, and R-Truth's tucked away in the corner. What has R-Truth been doing lately that gets him onto the video promo compared to some of the other superstars?
He was on a poster a year or so ago, and wasn't on the show, so it doesn't really mean anything.
He was in a suit, wasn't he? I remember this. Hell in a Cell?
Yeah. It might not have been Hell in a Cell. It might have been Survivor Series last year.
Maybe it's just a running gag that for Survivor Series they do something with R-Truth.
It was Hell in a Cell.
Was it?
Yes.
Okay.
And he wasn't even on the show.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll actually get on to the show itself now. IC Championship match, 2 falls.
Yeah,
I never saw that coming. I figured they'd split the first 2 falls and then Ziggler would retain in a miraculous fashion that would save his title.
No, we just got a beating.
Yeah, it took 2 finishers, though, super kick and a zigzag to take down Cesaro, so...
Yeah, and the first
the match on Raw was a title match.
This match was not as good as the match they had on SmackDown.
The match on SmackDown was very, very good.
I just think it's a really weird choice to go 2-0 in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Especially when you're going up against someone the caliber of Cesaro, where, I don't know, but he might look a little weak now that he's just gone down 2 falls in a row.
We'll have to hope that he doesn't get any heat for his comments about the Orton-Cena match, part 500.
It's alright, we're going to be getting Cena Lesnar part 600, so it's all good. Where are we up to? The Bella Twins, Brie versus Nikki. Match of the night, guys.
I actually think that this match was a bit underrated. There was a number of spots in the match that I really enjoyed watching, and I was pretty happy to see Nikki Bella win the match.
I didn't see that coming. I picked Brave because I wanted the feud to end.
Yeah, I'm looking back at it now. It kind of makes less sense to have Brie win it, but now we just get to see Brie slug around after Nikki for 30 days, is it?
Yeah, 30 days or she has to quit.
She's already quit. She could do it again.
Yeah.
My guess, though, is
Yeah,
she will just wait the 30 days.
Yeah, if she refuses anything, she has to quit anything.
And we already got a taste of what she has to do when she had to make the smoothie with 2 bananas, 4 something else's, and 3 strawberries. And then got it dumped on her head.
4 blueberries and 5 strawberries.
Ah. See, I would have got it dumped on my head. I made it wrong.
And 3 slices of banana.
So I imagine we're going to get a lot more comedy segments coming up between those two now of Brie embarrassing herself.
Well, any segment where you have Brie Bella crying, that's also a comedy segment, so...
Not as bad as when Kane was running after them in the van, or in the car, and she screamed. Still. Yeah. So what now? Tag Team Championship, Stardust, Goldust, and the Usos.
Well, this was a good tag team match.
Yep, I agree.
Not really. I knew Golden Stardust was going to retain. Just didn't really make much sense for the Usos to regain the titles. Although we've seen stranger things happen with the other mid-card titles.
True. Let's see. Just look on the bright side. Who came out second? Yeah, the champions. Did that happen to every match tonight? The champion coming out second?
I'm pretty sure the Ziggler came out before Cesaro.
And actually, I think AJ came out before Paige.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. So the match itself, where are we going to see the tag team titles go now that I'm pretty sure we can't have another Stardust, Goldust, and Usos match?
Into Oblivion, because they don't really care about them.
Sounds fair. I'm sure Oblivion was a Stardust, Goldust pun.
Not really.
It's going to count as a pun.
That's a movie reference, so yeah, you could technically say it was a Goldust reference.
All these references are going right over my head. So we're going to jump into our classic theme. It's another pair of brothers. Oh, segue. The Brothers of Destruction. And you're back with the Wrestling Roundup, FreeFM 89.0, Grady, Josh, and Brandon. So where we left off, we are now up to the first Hell in a Cell match for the night. It's the number 1 contenders match, John Cena versus Randy Orton.
I thoroughly enjoyed this match. It was a very good match.
Definitely match of the night. Cena and Orton always puts on a great show when they have a match against each other. And I'm still a little bit surprised people didn't expect it. These two just bring something out in each other that very few people have the ability to do with them.
Yeah, you can complain about how many times they've wrestled, but you can't really deny that each time they wrestled, they put on a pretty good match, and this was just a good match. And I love that one spot where John Cena came off the ropes, and then Randy Orton hit an RKO out of nowhere. I thought that could have been it right there, but damn, John Cena kicks right out.
Cena plush table, not fun. He has bad experiences with tables.
Did he go through the bottom half? Or did he miss?
He went through 2 tables during this match.
Ouchies.
One which was an RKO.
Lots of pain.
But the end of the match was the Super AA through a table.
Yeah.
So he gets some retribution on the table.
I'm pretty sure the table gets hurt no matter who goes through.
Yeah.
So we get to see John Cena versus Brock Lesnar again.
Probably at TLC.
Yeah, we'll just spoil
And
stuff.
that might be how he might get the title off of Lesnar without having to beat him.
True. Just to spoil
I'm
stuff.
still wanting to see somebody steal the championship. Just straight out steal it.
From the
using
ladder.
match loophole.
Fair enough.
I wonder who's perfect for that.
A guy who has a gold briefcase right now.
I have no idea. That seems like it's a crazy thing, but we've seen crazier happen. Although you do keep predicting it for like every single ladder match ever.
Well, I just want to see it happen. I mean, it's just something so random that you wouldn't expect. But it is something that can actually legally happen due to the rules of the match.
How about I fly over to America, I get a front row ticket for TLC, and then I'll just jump over the barrier, climb the ladder, and then do I become the champion?
A fantastic Eddie Guerrero
good
kicks
luck.
his ass.
Good luck, because you enter the ring, you're going to get your ass kicked.
No, I wait until they're both laid out and doing like a stretcher spot, and then I go.
And security kicks
Or
your ass.
Rusev will super kick you.
Even if Rusev's not even in the match, he'll just sprint down to super kick me.
Yeah.
So what are we up to? Sheamus and Miz for the US title.
Sheamus is irritating.
But we did get to see YMCA.
That was fun. Yeah, because that was definitely the best part of the match. But it was a good match.
I think we're getting... There you go.
I'm wondering where they're going to go with Sheamus. Sheamus has had the title for 6 months now.
And it's been 6 months of the same thing. He gets beat down, comes back, bro kick. And I just really want to see a new champion. That's it. I just think another guy would do better with the belt.
Oh, that's been John Cena for the last 10 years.
John Cena made a career of that. But yeah, either way, we got to get that title on Mizdow somehow.
Yeah, I thought it could happen. We all thought it was going to happen, but it didn't.
I think they're building to it, and they just keep teasing us. And then...
Yeah, I think The Miz, right now, he's done for the title picture, because I believe, Sheamus beat him cleanly. So...
Let me ask you this. What the heck was the point in swapping opponent for the feud? Nothing came of it. Sheamus and Dolph Ziggler both swapped their opponents from the previous pay-per-view, and nothing happened.
Nobody knows. Maybe something is going to happen. I think that's just another one of the weird decisions they made to switch them out. I guess people may have been getting a little sick of Miz Ziggler matches, so swap them out. Now you get Ziggler Cesaro.
I still would have loved to see another Sheamus Cesaro match after that match at, I believe, Night of Champions. That was a really good match.
Okay, so we'll move on. We just talked about him. Rusev, he crushed Big Show.
And it's leading to that eventual turn of Mark Henry.
We were like 6 seconds off it. It looked like it was going to happen.
Yeah, they probably just delayed it for a day.
Yeah, just talk about Raw. So I'm just going to guess Henry flipped.
Yeah, Henry flipped on Raw.
Quite a few people flipped on Raw.
Yeah.
It was a night
It
for
was Night
flipping.
of Turn.
Yeah, we had Night of Champions last month. We have Night of Turns on Raw last night.
And technically, one turn you're not even sure if it's really a turn or not yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's turnception.
Yeah, I just want to comment on one thing about this Big Show Rusev match. I just really liked the ending there where Rusev hit like 5 super kicks. It was a super kick party.
Super kick party. The match, the match is what the match was always going to be.
Yeah, we all knew
there's-
Rusev was going.
Yeah.
So, if we don't see the Russian sympathizer Mark Henry, does that mean that Grady was right from like 6 months ago when he figured out how this was all going to work? Thank you. I will take my
Yeah,
award.
but you did predict that they would get a tag team title match, and that's when they would blow up.
No, I don't think anybody saw a tag team title match randomly for the two guys who have just lost on like 3 straight pay-per-views to Rusev. That kind of makes no sense whatsoever. This guy who lost like last night against Rusev, and then the guy who lost the last 2 before that.
And Rusev never shows up on the
This is almost as bad as
except for the big brawl at the end.
as bad as WrestleMania. I want to say 29. It's possibly 30. I think 29, where it was Ryback Mark Henry. I think Mark Henry beat Ryback, and then, or was it the other way around? The loser of that,
Mark Henry beating
Mark
Ryback
Henry.
with some like awful finish.
and then Ryback
Yeah,
came out the
where
next
he
night and
rushed
got a title shot.
Ryback, he was going up for the shell shock, and Henry grabbed the ropes and collapsed on top of Ryback and won the match.
And then Ryback comes out the next night and gets a WWE title match.
And turns heel.
Who knows? So we just get
Oh
that.
yeah, I remember that. Ryback, he should have won at WrestleMania 29, and he has suddenly attacked John Cena on Raw the next night, and we saw Ryback last night on Raw. I just really hope he gets back to where he was.
Okay, so we'll jump into the current entrance theme. It's not an entrance theme. It's Hell in a Cell's theme, Panic Room. And you're back with the Wrestling Roundup, FreeFM 9.0, Grady, Josh, Brandon, jumping straight back in, Divas title, AJ versus Paige. Now see, I missed the end of this match, so I don't exactly know how it ended, but I'm going to predict that it wasn't that good of a match.
It was an okay Divas match. It could have been better. AJ retained. I believe this was the first singles title match encounter they've had where someone retained their title. So this was kind of new for Paige versus AJ.
I hope this is the end of the feud for a while.
Please, yes.
I've gotten tired of AJ versus Paige every month.
I think everybody got tired of it last month.
Yeah, I think we just need to see some new contenders emerge for the title. Maybe Nikki Bella after defeating her sister cleanly. So I hope we see just a new person in the title scene. And after the match, it looks like Paige is now the crazy one instead of AJ and Alicia.
Yeah, Paige needs a new bestie.
Yeah, Paige seems to ruin every friend she has. She got rid of AJ, and now it looks like she's disposing of Alicia. So she may be on the search for a new friend.
Just pair her up with Emma.
Yep, that's true.
But yeah, I don't think it was about a month ago we were talking about AJ Stephanie McMahon. Do we still see that at all?
Not right now, since we haven't heard of it since.
Okay.
There's been no interactions with them since then.
I'm pretty sure they did a WWE.com did one like a fantasy matchup video package for AJ Stephanie. It's a good video package. Go look it up. So main event, Hell in a Cell, Rollins Ambrose, Bray Wyatt.
It was a good main event. There was a lot of homages to other Hell in Cell matches in this match.
Where you got the start, the falling.
Yep. Starting on top of the sail, falling off the side of the cage, which were homages to two different Hell in a Cell matches. Having Seth Rollins threaten to throw Ambrose into the crowd was a homage in and of itself.
So much homage.
And then the end of the match, when you have Bray Wyatt's re-debut, costing Ambrose the match. In a similar way to Kane costing The Undertaker the match in the first Hell in a Cell.
I think the only difference there is back in the first Hell in a Cell, they didn't have holograms.
Yeah. That was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had like that weird voice playing, and I recognized that voice as being Bray Wyatt's from the video packages. And I was thinking, was it going to be Eric Rowan and Luke Harper with him? Nope, just Bray Wyatt. And it looks like he found a bit of Undertaker's dark magic.
You gotta remember, he set them free, so they weren't going to come with him.
Yeah, we didn't see him last night on Raw, so they're probably like roaming in the woods somewhere. So we better go out and find him.
You know what feud I want to see? Luke Harper versus Sheamus.
That would be a very, very good match.
Yeah.
Um,
The feud I want to see.
so is Bray Wyatt's hologram gonna stick around, do we think, or just a one-time off?
I think it was a one-time off just to throw people off before he made his return.
Yeah, I think that type of black magic, I think that would be a one-time off thing, but I don't think this will be the end of Bray Wyatt using his supernatural powers to assist him in different ways.
So the lantern is the new urn?
I'm not too sure about that, because the urn is a legendary figure in itself, and I think the lantern could be on its way to that, and I think Bray Wyatt could be on his way to being as legendary as The Undertaker, but it's going to take some time. And hopefully this feud with Dean Ambrose is pretty good, and it only helps both men involved.
We've lost the depth at the end of Bray Wyatt's segment. Rest in peace, depth.
So sad. So where's Rollins gonna move on from here?
I don't know, go ask Randy Orton.
Yeah. Probably Orton.
No.
Yeah, there's just a lot of tension between the two as of late, so you got to think they're going to probably clash between now and Survivor Series, which is about like maybe a month away.
No, those two are meant to be on the same side. They're both in the Authority.
Well, I don't know, Randy Orton,
After-
he's kind of a psychopath, so he can like
After
snap
Raw,
it at you.
you have to question that alliance.
Yeah. I think on Raw we announced the Team Cena versus the Authority match.
Yep.
No spoilers there, it's all over the internet. So we're gonna just all assume Orton is gonna be on Team Cena by the end of the night.
I'm not going to assume that. I think he could very well be on Team Authority and end up turning on them.
I'm going to say that he'll be on Team Cena, but it'll be a last-minute inclusion. Probably really be like he'll join them on like the SmackDown right before, or even on the event itself. There'll be a question mark as to who'll be the fifth guy on the team, and Orton will join them at the very last possible moment.
Okay, so Josh is going with on the show but before the match. Brandon's going in the middle of the match. I'll go the week before. That sounds fair enough.
Also, one other thing, I'd like to see a surprise return with that team as well.
Who we return?
Kind of like Daniel Bryan at SummerSlam a number of years ago.
Yeah. I was thinking that for a certain guy who wears a black vest. Wears a black tactical vest.
Who's this? Glenn off The Walking Dead? I'm gonna guess you're talking about Roman Reigns here.
Bingo!
Damn, I really would have liked to see Glenn in a ring. But it makes sense for Roman to come back, but that's only if he's fully healthy and ready to come back. But are we now after Survivor Series? There's one more before Royal Rumble, or is it Royal Rumble after that?
TLC.
TLC and then Royal Rumble?
Yep.
Okay. Just putting
January doesn't have a pay-per-view.
True.
December does.
Magic. Okay, so it's been great talking to you guys.
Great talking too.
So you can visit our Facebook page, facebook.com/Wrestling Roundup Radio, or our Twitter page, twitter.com/Wrestling R Radio, or our website, wrestlingroundup.host22.com, wrestlingroundup.host22.com. So this past week I was up in Auckland for Armageddon, and I got to interview the WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That interview is all over our social media pages, and I will play some clips from that interview next week on the show. So I'll see you next week.